Breakup or BREAKDHRUGH. The truth about Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet's future reports surrounding Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet are growing louder as speculation spreads across social media and entertainment news outlets worldwide. The central question remains, are the two still together and quietly strengthening their bond? Or are they moving toward a separation hidden behind polished public silence? Recent sightings, online activity, and insider statements have fueled intense curiosity. And today, we examine everything known so far, without exaggeration, without distortion, and without the illusions of curated social media filters. Before diving deeper, make sure to like this video, leave your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more accurate, timely, and credible celebrity news stories. This developing situation is complex, emotional, and full of turning points, so stay with us until the end. The relationship between Kylie Jenner, the business mogul and beauty empire powerhouse, and Timothée Chalamet, the critically acclaimed actor known for his range, depth, and artistic mystique, first surfaced in whispers. At the time, many dismissed it as casual, a fleeting spark between two major personalities with contrasting worlds. Kylie's universe revolves around entrepreneurial expansion, brand management, and highly public lifestyle visibility. Timothée, on the other hand, is known for an understated approach to fame, subtle appearances, minimal personal publicity, and intense devotion to artistry. Yet those contrasts, rather than pulling them apart, initially seemed to draw them closer. When they made their first public appearance together at Beyoncé's Renaissance World Tour celebration, the internet erupted. The clips of Kylie and Timothée sharing quiet laughter, leaning in close, exchanging small, affectionate gestures, those images became defining proof that the rumor was reality. It was not a fabricated PR stunt. It was not a staged paparazzi moment. It looked genuine, intimate, and surprisingly tender. Over the months that followed, reports suggested that their relationship offered something unexpected for both of them. For Kylie, Timothée introduced a sense of calm, a shift from flamboyant public displays to something more grounded. Sources close to her noted that she seemed more relaxed, more introspective, and more private. For Timothée, Kylie introduced warmth, energy, and the reminder that personal life can coexist with intense professional demand. However, as with any relationship under the eye of millions, pressure soon followed. Whenever they were seen together, it made headlines. Whenever they were not seen together, it made even bigger headlines. The absence of a photograph became fuel for breakup rumors. A short online silence turned into trending theories. Kylie appearing at a family event without Timothée raised speculation. Timothée attending a film event solo sparked commentary threads that stretched across platforms in minutes. But the situation is more layered than together or not together. According to sources close to the pair, the distance seen in recent weeks is not a sign of collapse, but a natural result of scheduling demands. Timothée has entered an extremely busy filming period, moving between locations internationally. Meanwhile, Kylie continues managing her businesses, her role as a parent, and ongoing media obligations. Their lifestyles have always required balance, and balance is rarely visible to the public eye. However, the lack of public presence led media outlets to misinterpret privacy as instability. This has placed Kylie in a familiar yet unwanted position. She has experienced highly public relationships before, relationships that were dissected, criticized, and dramatized to the point where genuine emotional experience became overshadowed by commentary. Sources indicate that Kylie is determined not to repeat that cycle. She wants to protect what feels real. And protecting something real often means refusing to display it constantly. Meanwhile, Timothée's approach to fame remains consistent. He avoids allowing his private life to become a headline spectacle. His silence is not avoidance. It is intentional boundary setting. But to a world addicted to instant updates, that silence often reads like absence. This leads us to the critical turning point in the story. The moment many are calling the relationship's defining phase. Rather than ending their relationship, Kylie and Timothee are reportedly working on reframing it. Not distancing, but stabilizing. Not hiding, but choosing where to place their emotional energy. They are said to be discussing what a long-term future would look like without the interference of public pressure. Some insiders say conversations have shifted toward deeper commitment, though neither is rushing a timeline. They are moving with caution, maturity, and intention, yet it is exactly this stage, the evaluation stage, that makes a relationship most vulnerable. This is the moment where differences can either harmonize into deeper unity or begin to fracture. Kylie seeks grounding, reassurance, and space to feel emotionally safe. Timothee seeks freedom, authenticity, and a relationship that does not demand performance. Whether these needs align or separate is the question unfolding right now. The most recent reports of Kylie being seen leaving Timothee's home early one morning suggest that despite the distance in public view, private connection remains. But the two are no longer interested in feeding the public's appetite for constant confirmation. They want a relationship that exists for them, not for cameras, memes, or headlines. So, are they breaking up? No, not according to the most consistent insider accounts, but they are in a defining transition. The direction they choose in the coming weeks, whether towards something lasting and deeply bonded or toward a respectful and quiet separation, will determine what the public sees next. For now, the truth is this: their relationship is not ending, but it is changing, and the world is watching to see what shape it takes. What do you think? Can Kylie and Timothee maintain a real relationship in a world where privacy is almost impossible? Or is the pressure too powerful, even for two people of their status? Share your thoughts below, like this video, and subscribe for continuous updates on this story as it develops. Observers note that this moment in Kylie and Timothee's relationship highlights something larger than just a celebrity romance. It reflects the intense pressure placed on public figures in the digital age, where even silence becomes a headline, where privacy is treated as a confession, and where love must compete with the collective expectations of millions of strangers watching from behind their screens. In recent weeks, paparazzi images and online analysis had dissected everything from Kylie's body language to Timothee's travel schedule. A photo of Kylie leaving a studio alone triggered viral claims of emotional distance. Meanwhile, clips of Timothee interacting with co-stars sparked speculative commentary, suggesting that his focus has shifted away from the relationship. But individuals close to the pair insist these interpretations are exaggerated and disconnected from the couple's real dynamic. Sources emphasize that Kylie and Timothee are communicating regularly, visiting each other privately when schedules allow, and intentionally choosing to keep the most meaningful parts of their relationship offline. The public wants clarity, but the couple appears to prefer stability. And stability, especially in high-profile relationships, often grows quietly, not in the spotlight. One insider described the current phase as a recalibration, explaining that the couple is learning how to maintain connection when physical presence is limited. This learning curve is particularly important for Kylie, who has lived much of her adult life in a space where affection is represented online. Deciding to step back from constant digital transparency requires not only discipline but trust. Trust in the relationship, trust in the partner, and trust in the choice to keep something for themselves. Timothee, on the other hand, is familiar with maintaining closeness despite distance. Many of his past relationships overlapped with demanding filming schedules, and he has often spoken about the importance of emotional presence over physical presence. But even he has not faced a situation quite like this, where the public watches, interprets, magnifies, and judges every subtle shift. What makes this stage so pivotal is that both Kylie and Timothee appear to be evaluating not only how to stay together, but what kind of relationship they want to build moving forward. Are they building something casual and flexible? Or something foundational, something that could eventually redefine both their futures? Rumors of a possible engagement have surfaced multiple times, though insiders insist that any talk of long-term commitment is still in early discussion. What is certain, however, is that their connection is not superficial. Those close to the couple describe their bond as thoughtful, supportive, and emotionally intentional, a stark contrast to the media narrative that paints them as mismatched personalities from incompatible worlds. But there is another element influencing public perception: Kylie's evolution as a woman and public figure. In the past year, fans noticed a shift in her aesthetic: more natural looks, calmer fashion choices, fewer high-glam public outings. Some attribute this entirely to Timothee's influence, but it is more accurate to say he simply provided a space where Kylie could evolve without needing to perform. That type of emotional environment is rare in the entertainment industry, and even rarer in relationships constantly placed under global scrutiny. Meanwhile, Timothee appears similarly affected by the partnership. Friends say he has become more grounded, more centered, more open to the idea of partnership rather than independence. The relationship is not only romantic, it is transformative. This, however, is where the risk lies. Transformative relationships require vulnerability, and vulnerability becomes dangerous when the world is watching. The smallest misunderstanding can escalate into rumors. A temporary separation of schedules can be mistaken as emotional withdrawal. A single photograph can rewrite a narrative overnight, and that is the tension Kylie and Timothee now face. They are not choosing between breaking up or staying together. They are choosing how to exist in a world where their relationship is not allowed to simply be. If they succeed in navigating this stage, they may emerge stronger, more united, and more certain of each other. But if the pressure becomes too great, the story could shift quickly, quietly, and permanently. For now, the world waits. The next public appearance, the next post, the next subtle signal will be examined with microscopic intensity. The future of Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet is unfolding, not in front of cameras, not through press releases, but behind closed doors, where the real story always lives. And as this story continues to develop, the question remains: will love grow stronger in silence, or disappear under the weight of the spotlight? Stay tuned. More updates soon.